Hey everyone, Chris with RBM, and today we're going to be talking a little bit about how to choose a target audience with Facebook. Specifically, if you are a local restaurant owner, I'm going to be going through an example to show you how to pick a very specific target audience that will work with your business. So we're going to go right in here to the computer and we're going to get right into it.
All right, so go ahead and start by getting into your company's Facebook page. And once you're there, there's a couple different ways to get there, but let's start by going to Ad Center. This is where you're going to be able to start creating your ad. Go ahead and hit Create Ad. Pick a goal. In this case, the goal doesn't really matter. And let's pretend that we've created an ad. And you're going to see some different audiences here, and we're going to hit Create New. Now, most importantly here, you want to go to your ads manager. Okay, you want to create all your ads, all your audiences out of your ads manager, because that's what's going to give you the most options. So let's go ahead and create an audience. Now you're going to have a couple different options here. You want to click on Saved Audience. Okay, and how it starts if you're in the United States is it targets everybody in the United States, and you can see that is way too many people. So one of the things you want to think about in your ad is about how many people you're targeting. And since you're ideally sending a specific message, we want to target just those people. So this number is actually going to be reasonably low. Even if that number is between 10 and 50,000 people, that's actually probably a pretty good number for your audience. So the first thing we have to do is let's name our audience. So in this example, let's assume that we have a barbecue restaurant in Round Rock, Texas. So I'm going to just name my audience that to make it simple. And from there, you should very easily be able to set up the location, a map of where you want your ad to be placed, the age of the people that you want to have see your ad, their gender if it matters. For restaurants, women make a lot of decisions. And you can see we've reached about 1% of our initial audience with that. And so now we've arrived at what I really want to show you today, which is detailed targeting. Now, as you can see here, detailed targeting lets you look at demographics, interests, or behaviors. But what interests really represents is page likes of a lot of other pages or websites that people have visited through cookies. Now, the first thing, assuming I have no idea, I've never done an advertisement for these people before, is I want to look at people who I think are likely to engage with this ad at a general level. And so that would include people who enjoy dining out and engaged shoppers, or people that we know click on Facebook ads already. Engaged shoppers is actually a really important one. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look at narrowing my audience. So narrowing audience basically means they have to have one in the first category and at least one in the second category. And then in the second category, I'm going to be looking for restaurants that I think are like mine, restaurants that have a big following that I know if they like that restaurant, they probably will like my restaurant. Now from here I could narrow my audience further, but I'm actually just going to exclude some people. Again, I'm a barbecue restaurant, so probably anybody that's a vegetarian, not in my target audience. So I'm going to go ahead and exclude those people. And then you can see I actually have a pretty decent sized audience of 45,000 people. If I'm doing a moderate budget, that will be plenty of people in my group, and then I could go ahead and get my ad set up from there.
And that's it. So hopefully you found that creating a target audience is relatively easy. If you did, go ahead and like this video and subscribe to the channel for some more great content like this. And remember, your target audience can be 5 to 10,000 people as a local restaurant. That's perfectly fine because we're going to be sending a very narrow message. And probably on one of the next videos, we're going to be talking about the messaging itself.